It's time to play Nailed It or Failed It, Iron Door Edition. You have to guess whether I get through the door or I fail. Round 1.
Wah, wah.
Failed it. Round 2.
Wah, wah.
Failed it. Round 3.
Yay!
I nailed it. Round 4.
Wah, wah.
Failed it. Hiya everybody, it's Sensei Matt and we're back with Poltroon. So we are going to be building our outbuilding today, and the first thing we're going to have to do is clean up this tunnel. Now as you can see, our little friends decided to desecrate our temple again. So there's only one punishment for that, which is death. Give me your experience. We're going to take these guys out, bing bang boom. And here we go, going back to building our temple. We are going to put some lights underneath. I just want to have torches going all the way. I think that's great. I never use crossbows, but you know what? Sometimes they're preloaded with some arrows, so I'll take that. And now we'll finish off the ceiling of our tunnel. Just like that. Very good. In and out, looking good. We're going to leave these torches leading up. Awesome. Alrighty. So, next order of business. So I noticed here that we don't have any room to walk behind the entrance to the tunnel, which means that we're not going to be able to have a rear exit to go up the temple steps. And so we're going to have to expand out our building. And so I'm just going to shift it actually 2 blocks so that now we'll have a little room to walk behind that entrance and get out to the main temple area through our pathway there. So we got to bump that out a little bit, and now we'll do some counting to make sure that we got the right amount of squares on each. So that's where I want my 2 doors to be. We'll equal that on the other side. Counting them up, there's only 14 here. There's only 14, yep. So we're gonna have to bump this out too, yep, just like that. And now we have still our 16 by 16 building. That's what our goal was. So we'll just fill in the rest of this gap here with stone and golden. Look at that. Here we go. Alright, so we're going to make the equal doors on the other side. Put a little railing so you don't fall into the pit by accident. It's kind of a nice courtesy. And I'm going to build up the walls here. So this is all repetitive work. Ta-da! There you go. Alright, so I want to put iron doors here so nothing gets in. It's kind of a reminder that, hey, this is a sacred spot. Okay, it's time to put down our library. We're going to go 2 high here. And that's 14 total libraries there, or bookshelves rather. And we're going to put a glass ceiling in so it stays nice and bright in here, and also so that you can see up and catch a glimpse of the temple. There's our enchanting table, and the highest we can enchant is 28. I think that means we need 16 bookshelves instead of 14. Now it's time to build our blacksmith shop. So we're just going to put down our blacksmith tools here. And that is complete. And now it's time for a little landscaping. We're going to build our path right up to the steps of the temple. I'm going to clean up some of this grass here, make it look nice and pretty. Just scrambling about, getting it all done. And then we're going to bring that path down. So it's going to end up lining up with our road that leads us out of town. So that it's all connected so that people can ride in from out of town, take a right, and go up into the temple. I like the way paths look. They're really cool when you have them like couple deep and they have that nice yellow to brown. I like that. Maybe you do, maybe you don't. I don't know. Leave a comment. Alright, so now it's time for us to go ahead back. We're going to finish off our glass ceiling in here. Gonna pop that up. And done. And now we're going to go into the central part of our temple, and we're going to build these glass podiums where we're going to be putting our armor stands on top of them. And the reason for that is the deity that we're going to be having in this temple is going to be the guardians of the north, west, east, and south. And that way, wherever Poltroon, or whatever his new name is, wherever they go, that they'll always be protected and they won't die, because this is a hardcore mode. If we die, it's all over. So we're just going to place armor stands facing each direction, and we are going to try to decorate them at a later point. But if you're a very, very good observer, you might notice that there's not one in the south one. But that's because I kind of want to just be able to get in and out of this temple without having to walk around that southern one. And now we're going to build our central area, where we're going to build it up in glass and make a nice little glass archway, I guess I'd call it. And this will be the centerpiece. And so we just got to build it up step by step. And now we'll build a raised platform. So when you come into the temple, you walk up to this platform, and I think I want to put a lectern on there. But as everything is in twos, I'm probably going to put a second lectern in there. So everything's side by side. The same with the torches that I had to lead up and the doors. I think 2 by 2 is really the way this temple is working. And I'm just going to keep to that. And so we're going to elevate this central point here. And if I don't keep falling down, we can get it done. Step by step, glass by glass. Alright, let's go. So much glass, I need to go out and get more. So I did a lot off camera. I also made some more bookshelves because we're going to need a couple more for being able to enchant up to 30. I'm thinking that one of the first things we're going to do with our new levels is make enchanting so that I can get materials much faster. Alright, so we're going to go last 2, and on top here we're going to put our 4 armor stands. There we go. So now we've shifted, we're going to make some bookshelves, and we're going to make another lectern, and we're going to head back to our temple to put them in. Golly, look at that temple. Oops, bang. See, I'm bad at those doors. So yeah, 2 by 2 I think is the way to go on that. I think that's perfect. Throw your shield, why not, right? So here we're going to readdress our bookshelves so that it actually works, and check that it makes 30. It makes 30, great. Awesome. I am absolutely amused at how bad I am at going through these doors. I'm going to have to create a new system at some point. But there are the sacred books that are going to be the prayers that lead our dear friend Poltroon to his new name. Now it's time to make some armor. I think we're going to try to do golden armor for all of these. It's a lot, so we'll see what we can do. So we're going to make some. I was originally thinking of making all the helmets first, and then the pants, and everything else. But you know what? I think I'm going to do set by set, so it's nice and even, and we can make adjustments if we need to. I think at minimum we need 4 suits of armor to honor all 4 directions: north, south, east, west. If my inventory was not full of nonsense, I would be able to do all the sets at once, as opposed to running back and forth to this beautiful crafting table. However, I should have just brought the crafting table closer, but what can you do? Sometimes you just get in a groove and you just keep going. All right, so there are northwest, southeast, perfect. All right, next up, what are we going to do? We're going to start decorating the outside of our temple. It does not look good just as a plain little box, and so we got to give it some character. Finish up this little ledge here. Alright, I'm kind of liking it a little better. And let's see, we'll put some stairs up here to complement that in the bottom. Now, I don't really plan out these builds all the way when I get started. I don't know if you like to do it that way. There are some people that really like to have everything planned so they get everything done. I kind of like to build it, look at it, see the environment, and see what I like to keep and what I don't. So I like to turn around, assess things, and see what I want to do. All I know is I've been smelting stone for a long time. So here we go. We're going to finish this up a little bit here. And we'll take a look and see what we think. Now that all the stairs are in, we're going to go ahead and make a little row. Just an insert row here. Whoops. We don't. Yeah, that's good waste of stone. Now it's back to cobblestone. All right, back to the fires for you. All right, we're going to make a little lap here. Maybe 2. We'll figure out what we like. You know, I'm certainly a big fan of trial and error. And then seeing what I like and what I don't like. So, here we go. We're going to just wrap that around. I don't know that I like that, but let's see. Looks too bland to me. It kind of just the same, just kind of all runs into each other. I think we need a new approach. I think we're going to change this up a little bit. So out comes the pickaxe, and we're going to dig in and see what happens. That also looks too blended. I think we might use cobblestone walls as a nice little accent level up here, and I think that might look nice. So we'll make a little... I don't have bamboo, so I have to build these little dirt things here. But I like the way the cobblestone looks in there. I think it looks nice and neat. I think we're going to wrap the entire building just like that. So we're just going to go around. Which means I'm going to have to break everything that I spent all that time putting down. But you know what? Perfection's worth it. So we'll find what we want to do. We are jumping ahead here. And I had finished off all the sides there. And now you can kind of see some hints of it here. I'll try to show it to you a little more fully. But now we're going to try to figure out the inside. I think the stairs leading up here will be a nice step up. And then we'll do another ring of stairs leading up to that edge. Yeah, just like that. And that way when you're on the roof, you can kind of easily get in and off and on. Although I don't plan to use the roof or anything, so it's just going to be, once everything's set up, it's just going to be left there. Alright, so we're going to put some accent blocks here on the sides. I think that looks really nice. Get out of my way, llama. Alright, so we're going to kill this side, bump, bump, bump. And then we're going to do this side, bump, bump, bump. Awesome. What do you think? Looks pretty good. Now we're going to build some lighting on the outside. Now, it took me a while to figure out exactly how I want my lighting because, again, it's an even block building. So, you know, there's no central points. So, you got 2 blocks in the center. So, what I'm doing here is I'm going to put one on each corner, and then I'm going to put one on each side of the doors. You see how that's done? And I'm going to copy that all around the building. Alright, next up we're going to build our northwest, east, south. So we're going to put our armor stands up. I made some iron blocks because I think they look cool like that. I'm sorry, those stone look really cool. So we're going to do that. And one more here. And now we have all 4 of the directions, and we're going to put armor on each of those. So let's take a look. What do we think here? Pretty good. I kind of like the way that looks. It came out much nicer. I don't know about those armor stands, though. Remember, there's 2s. Everything's 2s, so it's like not in the center. So when all things are 2s, why not make them all 2s? So we're going to throw another armor stand on each one. And this might look much better. We'll see. I'm going to put it in the right place. And one more. Now let's see what it looks like. Oh, I like it much better. It looks very even. Awesome. Alright, so let's slow down and take a bigger look here on the inside. You can see our armor stands are all around here. Our 2 lecterns with our sacred books and the sacred text, which we'll read when we get a new name. And above, I think I'm going to put diamond armor. I think our temple on the inside is mostly complete. And we'll keep working on improvements as we go. Alright, so now we're going to shift to the outside here. Take a look. So we have our beautiful temple there, and we have our nice outbuilding here. So I'm thinking that we'll probably have to put the suits of armor up onto the outbuilding. So as you're looking, it looks pretty cool up there. And I think next time we're going to have to do a lot of landscaping, because as you're looking down, the terrain doesn't really help us all that much. So let's take another look from this side. Yeah, there's that beautiful tree right in the way of my beautiful temple. I'm thinking we're going to have to take that tree down. So let's go ahead and do that. Grab our axe and take it down. And what do we use to take the leaves down? Yeah, our hoe. You can use the hoe to take the leaves down. Just rip them out. Alright. Very good. Alright, let's see what the final product looks like. And then I believe that the next episode, after we do our landscaping, we will be able to give Poltroon a new name. It's not a promise because maybe our projects might get a little bigger than I expect. However, I expect maybe next time we'll have a new name for Poltroon. I have an idea, but I'd love to hear your idea. So why don't you leave it in the comments? And while you're down there, why don't you go ahead and like and subscribe? I'd appreciate it. It's a baby channel. So, yeah, thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.